Paris, in Melbourne, and this lights and that lights. And it's a typical thing. It is not what's so new about the new year. Anything new? Nothing new in this world. Anything. It's all nothing but puna puna charvita charvanana. Chewing the tube. And the more I try to see myself as well, what um, extraordinary or what different am I doing as such or anyone doing as such? It's just the same old. But not like Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is never like same old because it is transcendental wisdom, timeless wisdom. If something is timeless, means something is eternal. It can never be like same old, same old. And it is this same old. This is what Krishna is telling us. Look, you are searching for me. And if I find my resolve in Krishna, then Krishna will never let me feel poor. Krishna can never let me feel, okay, I haven't enough. No. Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Garhavatam Samasita Buddha Sundaram Kandarpa Koti Kaminiya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So, Lord Brahma says, the beauty of Krishna. Kandarpa Koti Kaminiya Vishesha Shobham, the special beauty of Krishna, the real special beauty of Krishna, it defeats. And see, Acharya, Lord Brahma, they struggle with words, with describing. So we have to fit in, right? Something. So, okay, millions and billions of cupids. What to do? Have to give some number and all. But it's not like a limitation of billions of cupids and yes, that is equivalent to Krishna's beauty. No. Our mind works in relative sense, our mind works in duality, so we need some sort of comparison, so that is there for us to understand that wow. But it is even beyond that wow. Krishna is even further excellent and beautiful. So the greatest kind of favor I can do to myself if I can take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, the transcendental literature, if I can understand or serve devotees with genuineness, then Krishna will always keep me in the right path, in the right track. And all the messages of Srimad Bhagavatam will come about. It's a revelation in the heart altogether. And if something is revealed in the heart, no one can deny or beat that conviction. That conviction is like anything, no? It can never be taken away. Krishna consciousness, Srimad Bhagavatam study and all, it is not to logically or give us any sort of intellectual appeal and stimulation. No. Ultimate Puran, complete. So it is commonly observed again in material world conditioned living entities. What do we expect to exercise our power, say in a way, and then in the name of giving good to others, serving something, we generally tend to exploit. Because still we have not found our real shelter or have not fully consumed myself in the service of Guru and Gaurang. But when is fully consumed in the service of Guru and Gaurang, this is how it should be. There should be no time and scope left for any prajalapa, any material desires, thoughts, entertaining and all. But how do we get that inspiration, that motivation? That inspiration, motivation will come when we take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam and hear from devotees, senior realized Vaishnavas, and we hear from them. And on a side note, and might be a bit of a big side note, it says all living entities and the presiding deities of all the planets are fully under the control of the Lord. And under whose control is Krishna? Lord is also under someone's control, actually, believe it or not. He is under the control of Brajvasis. Krishna is fully under the control of his loving devotees, pure loving devotees of Brajvasis. Krishna is fully controlled by them, and also he is fully controlling us
He's controlling us. Everything that Krishna is doing upon us is mercy. So the setup is that the presiding deities of the various universes are there, and law of karma is there, material nature is there, time which is an eternal representation of Krishna is there. That all that setup is there because we need that sort of controlling, so that setup is there. And in proper spiritual realm and all, there's not organizational or setup or education and not needed, right? Because everyone is naturally attached to Krishna, naturally loving and serving Krishna with transcendental emotion, power, and everything. And it is that thing only which captures Krishna, which makes him under the control of the Brajvasis. We see in the pastime of Durvasa Muni and King Ambarish, Krishna, when Durvasa Muni approaches Krishna, then Krishna says, see, a Brahmana is approaching Krishna for seeking favor. Look, a Brahmana is approaching Krishna for seeking favor, seeking mercy, seeking shelter, seeking protection. And this is one instance, or maybe the only instance, wherein we see Krishna is refusing a Brahmana to give shelter. Mr. Brahmana, I cannot give you shelter. Krishna says, what aham bhakta paradhanna. He is swatantra iva dvija. So I am paradhanna, I am completely controlled by my devotees. And I am not independent. Bhagavatam starts with Vyasadeva says that Krishna is the complete independent authority, all controller, all knowable. And Krishna himself is saying, I'm not independent. I'm completely dependent upon my devotees. So if you want shelter and all, go to devotees and check, but I cannot have in this instance. So this is and there's no such a higher joy being controlled by someone. We all, if we little bit observe ourselves, we all are so much hankering, wanting to give ourselves to someone, either person or matter, either to a face or to Facebook. But we want to give ourselves to someone. And this is it. Krishna consciousness, the complete philosophy. There's not much analyzing required to analyze the material world, the situations and all. Ultimately, what would we include or get out of it? It's the same old, nothing new as such. Different packaging, book distribution going on everywhere worldwide. But it's just people are more or less same, only material consciousness. What more can we expect? Just the packaging is different, as in because of sometimes this and culture-wise, there's some different sort of interactions. But ultimately, it is all materially very much there covered up. And unlike in Krishna consciousness, there could be geographical differences, other differences, cultural, language, and different differences. But yet, being differences, there need not be any discrimination, say, or misunderstanding or on that part, and which is not the way we are practicing Krishna consciousness, because it is a pure subject matter of the soul. Now, we work like birds caught in a net who cannot move independently. We all have got independence, but it is all very controlled independence. All very controlled. And we can never shy away that, okay, I'm aloof or immune altogether. No. We have such a strong bond with nature, and who is controlling nature, Lord Indra, Lord Brahma, and others. So there's such a strong connection and bond. As like Galakanda Prabhu, when he was here, he gave some seminars on how agriculture, how crops and everything, and the relationship, what that forest, jungle, farm, and things and all. Very, very thought provoking, and someone who has got that sort of interest and all can find so much of appeal and see Krishna's beauty, Krishna's hand all the way through. We all are caught up in a net. And what to do? No one to blame but to myself only. Krishna never forces anything upon us. No one to blame. It is the jiva only who chooses Maya. Maya does only two things broadly: test and tempt someone. Maya can test us, Maya is testing us, and Maya can tempt us, Maya is tempting us. But it is ultimately the jiva who goes and catches Maya. But and how do we protect ourselves again if we have taken shelter of Krishna? Only then we can find our ultimate protection. In Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, I think text 14, in the purport, Prabhupada writes this beautiful thing. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Yesham Pakshe Janardana. That all glories to the sons of Pandu. Why? Because Krishna is on their side. On whose side is Krishna? There is all glories to the sons of Pandu. And this is whole life. If I can somehow or other put myself on the side of Guru and Baba, if I can channelize my desire in understanding their desire and fulfilling, becoming an instrument to fulfill their desires, then I will be freeing myself from material desires. And we understand Krishna is on everyone's side. Yet why is there victory or defeat? Because we are not in Krishna's side. The day I become and I move myself to Krishna's side, and there is nothing like moroseness or victory or defeat, then I will transcend this duality. Whatever it will be sweet only. It is sweet only. And just this, they work like birds caught in a net, right? We are very much caught in a net. Very free movement as such we have. Very, very little. Very minor. And you know what is our net? Our net is this internet search thing, right? World Wide Web, www. And our net is what? That www only. World Wide Web, which is what? Women, wealth, and mind. Everyone is pretty much kind of intoxicated in this World Wide Web. It is a World Wide Web. And woman, wealth, and mind, meaning this tendency to be the enjoyer and this tendency to consider myself to be the doer. Very little tendency. This is what Krishna's position is, and if I'm trying to take Krishna's position, I will keep burning myself. I'll be burning myself. So, Krishna consciousness helps us understand that life will be much better, much simpler when I let Krishna do his job, say. And when I understand my role and do my job. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Asa Bhritya, right? So, let Krishna be the supreme controller and let me serve Krishna. Because Sarupa Krishna Nityadas. So, if I fix myself in my position and let Krishna is doing his position way beyond fantastic. But if I can come to my position, then yes. Then there will be a different opening, a different charm, different realization in life altogether. Okay, on this note, maybe I'll take a pause if there are any questions, comments, or
there seems to be thanks for giving that analogy with www. It's interesting that this whole material world is like a web. That analogy is given when Krishna comes to material world, he doesn't get entangled in the web. But there's another web which has been described as this transnet book distribution. As we spread this web or net, Lord Chaitanya's net is going to catch everybody. We discover these books, we're casting a net. And even if the person who gets it doesn't read it, someone else gets it, and that person is benefited for giving that book to someone else. It's just creating ever-expanding waves of auspiciousness. So despite the effects of Kali Yuga, Maya's best efforts, that Lord Chaitanya is superior to all of these personalities because they're all his eternal servants, and the Lord's will cannot be frustrated. So when devotees are on Sankirtan, they can understand that they're actually engaging as part of Lord Chaitanya's angas or